Oh, I was watching Steve Robb the other day, and he was putting together a solar piece with a fan to keep his shed cool, which I actually had done that. Well, never mind. When that electric shed, the little shed that's out there that you see me going to, all the power cables and then, that was originally my shop. I said, I need just a little place to hang my tools on the wall, and if I got to go in there to do something, I have a little spot to do it in. So I built that little 8 by 8, and I had a corrugated plastic roof on it so that the sunlight and the light would come in through the roof. However, the trees over the top were falling on it and making a mess out of it, so I decided to put some metal up over the top of it, corrugated. Then I left some of it open in between, so I was still getting light through it. And then I put a clear, no, that's got white heat shrink over it, so I was still getting the light through the ceiling. However, when the sun beats in on it, and even if it doesn't, it starts to get hot in there. So I cut an opening on this side, put a screen on it with a little door, and another one in the opposite end with a little screen on it with a little door. It's probably about 8 by 12. This way I can open and close the little shutters if I want, and I put fans on them that worked off a 12 volt. They were, what did I hook them up to? I didn't hook them up to the solar directly. Oh, the batteries. Yeah. Because I had, the batteries used to be all over there. There were 12 Group 31 D cycles, and had a little fuse box, and I just hooked them up over there to that. And it worked. The fans finally burnt out, however, but we're talking 10, 12 years ago. I got some pictures of this place when we bought it. I'll put them up, and the work that we were doing. And they finally burnt out, but the doors are still there. But over time, they burnt out. However, Steve was doing a video the other day on fans in the shed and solar, which is a good idea, and I decided that those fans look pretty darn good, so I bought the 5-pack, and they're pretty quiet. They're not real noisy. So what I'm going to do with them is use them for heat circulation in here for the winter, and cool in the summer. So I'm going to, I think I told you that I was going to redo, well, these screws don't need to be in there. I'm going to redo the wood burner. I'm going to move it. It's going to stay there, but I'm going to straighten it out a little bit, and I want to actually build up some firewall around it. I got firewall there, but it's really not the way it should be. And I'm going to redo the duct going to the chimney because that gets hot, and I want to redo that, and I want to put some fireboard above it because the duct coming or going to the chimney is only about maybe 14, 15 inches away from the chimney part, and then you have the ceiling. Well, that gets hot, so what I want to do is put a little piece of fireboard up there as well, about yay wide, and I'll run a fern strip so it'll have a space between it, because the space will also allow air to travel and also help cool. So I'll put that up there. But meanwhile, I want to redo all that, and that is like always the hottest spot. So I want to put a couple of little fans around there, especially around the plenum, to blow some of that heat off the plenum as well. So I'm getting it off the plenum, and then I'm getting it through the ducts. That's why I bought 5 of them. And then a couple of them, I want to put another one out in the back room, because I got that split unit back there with air conditioning and heat. It comes out here, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. So I want to put a small one up there so that it just circulates a little bit. I don't want it so, that I'm hearing it and my hair is blowing. I just want it there. And then I have an air conditioner unit in this window over here, which I may put another one in, because I have one in the shop, in the back garage. The John Deere storage bin. And it's just sitting there. So I may bring it in here, plug it in, see if it works. I think it's a bigger one than that, as far as BTUs. I'm not positive. But that one there is also 10 or 12 years old. So, you know, but if I have that one there, I was thinking about putting a little duct on it. I don't know. But even if I do or don't, having a couple of these fans in front of it to help circulate the air again a little bit further to get out into that area, because out there is where it's going to get hot. So that's why when I seen these on Steve Roth's channel, I decided I better buy some. And that's what I did. Now let me find my marker here. I want to mark these fans, otherwise I'm going to forget what they are. 12 volt. Yeah, 12 volt. VOLL. Okay, let's try this one again. T. Take that off there. And I'll write it one more time, just to make sure. And these are fans. I should put that down. Otherwise I'll forget. 12 volt what? This just says F12 value pack. Alright, we got fans written all over it. That should be more than enough. Where's my shelf? Put my over here. Oh, let me get this done while I'm here. Okay. Put that there. This, and this, and this. This, as you can tell, is too small. So I have this. This, as you can tell, is a mess. But, do I care? No. Not for what I'm going to use it for. I should, however, wash it. Should I? Yeah, I guess I should. I don't remember what I was using this for. I wasn't using this on the boat. Meaning the tender, I'm sorry. I kept a battery. The tender that we had was a hard bottom tender, so it had a storage compartment up in the bow. You open it up, and and then it also had a ballast floor. Had a plug in the floor, so you can add water to it if you wanted to give yourself a little more weight inside the tender. But anyway, I took a battery box, one of those plastic battery boxes that fit in that little storage compartment just right. And I used to keep 100 feet of 1/4-inch anchor line. You don't need anything heavy. I had a 10-pound, one of those crab anchors. It's hanging out there actually. I still have it. Flares, knife, a couple rigging knives, you know, sort of things. And I kept that out there and that. So I didn't use this one. I don't know what I used this one for, that I decided I had to paint it. And I painted half of the inside, so apparently, I don't know. So you know what I'm going to do, however, I'll put a little soap in it. Soap! I'm not going to put any heavy cleaner in there, because I really don't need to do that. But I am going to go out there and hose this off and let it dry.